some amazing bands out on the road with you, but did you sort of have your favorites? Did you sort of say, let's go for these bands and let's see if they all say yes? And how did that come together? Was it like a wish list?
I would really say that having Korn and Kid Rock, that's the epitome of it. Kid Rock is Kid Rock. I mean, he's one of my best friends. He's one of my only friends in rock and roll. I'm going to try and learn American Badass, which is mostly sad but true, but they put a couple of like accents and some other stuff in there that I have to learn. But I'm going to try and learn Badass for Friday and hopefully go up and jam with Kid Rock on their set. Hopefully he'll come out and do Turn the Page, and we'll get something together with Korn, and one big happy family on the road.
Awesome, man. Meantime, they'll be taking the stage very soon. You're going to see a Metallica live coming up. Have a good show, man.
Hey, what's up? This is Ian. I'm the new kid on the block here on MTV, covering the metal scene a little bit better than it's been covered in the past. I'm really psyched to be here at the Sanitarium show with John Norris and Brian McFadden. Who do you think is going to rule the roost here tonight? Who do you think is going to be king of the show?
Metallica!
That seems to be the growing idea, is that Metallica is going to rock the show. You really think they're going to hold up against the younger band?
Korn, dude.
I know there's a little age thing happening, but who's sexier, Jonathan from Korn or
John.
John's sexier than, okay. Well, James is getting old. You heard it here first. Your dad in love with Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Would you be in love with him if he wasn't famous?
Oh my God.
You're a liar.
Oh my God, he's a...
You are lying to everyone on television land. Is there anything specific about Metallica that makes him the greatest? Kirk Hammett. Think he's a great guitar player?
The best guitar player ever,
Still?
besides Jimi Hendrix.
Looks like Kirk Hammett is just as good as Jimi Hendrix. Who are you here to see?
I thought Britney Spears was playing today.
Boy, aren't they fun? We're out of here.
All right, thanks a lot. We are backstage just outside the Sanitarium Recreation Room. And you know, for Summer Sanitarium, Metallica have, true to form, brought a pretty amazing stage set out with them. Actually, it's a modified version of a set that they once had on the road with them a few years back. And just a few days before the tour kicked off, I hung out with the guys down in North Carolina while they were rehearsing the show. And they gave me a little tour of this pretty awesome stage set. As we see the stage looming kind of ahead of us, let me ask you about this set. Is this one that you guys have actually toured with, played with before?
That's a lot more image enhanced.
Now these video screens, these are similar to what you've used before, right?
Yeah, they're left over from the Octo Baby tour.
There you go. It's a bargain basement from you too.
No, it's our attempt at bringing Metallica into the 21st century. We've always enjoyed a bit of pyro. Yeah, I mean, some people find it a cliche, but you know what?
It's fun.
Blowing up, you know, people get off on that, you know, no matter.
I get off on it. One of the most important things is knowing where to stand when the pyro goes off.
Dude, you can
well,
ask
you know
James
what?
Hetfield about that.
Here we have center stage, and this is where Lars' throne is. You know, just go up those stairs, and there he is.
Right.
This is where I hang out with my tech, who's right there, and he plays all the songs from right there while I just, you know, kind of like faking on stage.
And here's a poser platform. No, we don't
Yeah.
just have one poser platform, we have two.
Yeah, because well, we expect twice as many on this tour. You know, 'cause
Most of them are really Korn and Kid Rock's friends.
Do you guys have any idea how extensive a set either Korn or Kid Rock have? Or I mean, is this going to be a...
we just know that their stuff is being set up in front of this.
Whatever room is left.
Yeah, that's more than enough room for 4 bands. What are you talking about?
There are people out there that would probably believe that.
And these are, you know, the mighty Metallica steps.
Yes.
We've had these steps forever.
The stage that we're on is the best investment ever. We've probably used this on 20 tours or whatever. It's like second home, you know, you get used to it. You know, you run up and down the stairs at home, you know where they're at. You can run up, you know, go take a piss in the middle of the night, you know where the stairs are. You don't have to think too much about it. For us, it's just fun getting back together, plugging in and making big noise. It sounds good, it feels good.
Gets even better right after the break because we got a live performance from these guys, Metallica, coming up. Meantime, I guess it's time for me to get strapped in. Exactly. There we go. I don't know if I'll see you after the break.
summer Sanitarium tour where you think that a big stadium show like this, everything runs smoothly. But believe me, things get a little complicated, as John Norris found out when he went to North Carolina to visit the crew during their final preparations. Take a look.
So here's the way things stand for one of the biggest bands in the world on the verge of one of the most talked about tours of the summer. It's 48 hours before your first show, and half your sound equipment hasn't arrived because a truck driver took the wrong turn. You fly in for rehearsals in North Carolina, drive 2 hours here, and then the skies open up for a complete downpour. But before the rain started, the Metallica road crew was here for 5 days getting this whole thing set up.
We done everything from pyro to sound, the lights. We put it all in. Started 6 a.m. this morning, and well, I don't know when we'll get off.
I hear that like part of the sound system's not here yet?
Yeah, they're missing a truck. They're missing 3 trucks, really.
Oh, snafu.
One of our truck drivers turned left instead of turning right, so he's in Massachusetts and we're down here in North Carolina.
Right now, imagine there's a lot of sound guys stressing out big time.
The other half of the PA, we expect to be here about, what, 3:30, 4.
We're so pining for the fact that we don't have any PA here. We've got a photograph on the computer screen here. That's what it's going to look like when it gets here.
Welcome to the Metallica tour. This is courtesy of Napster. They sent some thunderstorms our way, just to for us a little bit.
It's a big steel stage and it's a big lightning rod. Stand by with a puckered button. Hope it doesn't hit the steel.
That thing is definitely easing up a bit. What do you think? I should have brought my snorkel.
Let's see, between the sound equipment, part of it not being here, and the elements, things have had a little twist here on day one of rehearsal, right?
Right. Something's trying to tell us. Maybe tomorrow.
So my man Patrick here gets a little blood flowing a little bit, and some of the knots from the previous show sort of undone. Everybody's got different rituals. Kurt meditation, and James does his vocal warm-ups, and I come in and just sort of try and stretch as much as I can.
Actually started on Lollapalooza, where we'd walk from the dressing room or the trailer to the stage. Yeah. My boots would get all dusty, so I thought, it brought me some kind of luck or something. Yeah. Just one of them stupid things.
Right.
So she goes out and collects local dirt, even when we're indoors, and puts it in a little kitty box, and I stomp around in it.
You still get, minutes before, still get a little feeling?
Yeah, I still feel kind of like, I feel the energy, definitely.
You think it helps having 4 great bands ahead of you? I mean, does that get them even more pumped?
Yeah, it definitely helps, but also there's the fatigue factor too, Yeah. But usually we haven't seen too much of that. I gotta go, John.
Have a great show, I know you do. All right.
think they're getting old, too old to be on these?
Metallica's awesome. They're great. They've never gone soft. Not soft, but slower. I think they laid back a little bit. Metallica ain't getting old. Metallica's changing with the time. They're artists. They're true artists, and they know everything.
Rock
They
on,
know how to hit it. They know how to hit it.
They know everything. Do you have any negative feelings towards Metallica because of this whole Napster deal?
Yeah, a little bit. There's all this stuff about them hating Napster. So what? They have one problem. They're still a good band.
The Napster thing kind of pissed me off, but I kind of understand why they did it because they've been working really hard. I was really disappointed about that, but I'll get over it. So, you know, whatever.
I got banned myself, actually.
It doesn't matter though, because you're here for Metallica.
Right.
That's awesome.
When it comes to be able to see the light at the end of your tunnel, is this a freight train coming your way? When it comes to be able to see the light at the end of your tunnel, is this a freight train coming your way?
Everybody, you know, everybody's got different rituals. Kurt meditation, and James does his vocal warm-ups.
I feel the energy, definitely.
I gotta go, John.
Have a great show. I know you do. All right. All right, welcome back to All Access Summer Sanitarium Tour. John Norris backstage with a familiar face. Joe, how you doing, man?
All right.
Good to see you. How's Summer Sanitarium treating you so far?
Dude, can't complain at all. It's great. The crowds have been 30,000 and more. And the bill is just ridiculous. All the way from System up to Metallica, who's like legends.
Yeah.
The Doors of our time.
Exactly.
And it's cool.
Speaking of which, I got a question for you. What were you doing in 1988?
Probably not a whole lot of nothing.
12 years ago.
12 years ago, I was probably the same size and not doing nothing, literally.
Well, I'll tell you what, Metallica are fond of telling people how they were out on Monsters of Rock in '88 with the likes of Van Halen and a lot of other bands. Here they are, still doing it once again. Kind of a cross-generational tour that Metallica put together, and we talked to some of the bands as well as the headliners about that. Check it out.
We helped kind of invent that music in the 80s.
First concert I ever been to was Metallica. I flashed my like
They're just so huge, you know. How can you not love Metallica?
Do you feel like you've got to even raise the bar further in terms of your stage production because there's so many great shows out there this year?
The music always speaks for itself at the end of the day. And you know, when we go out there, we play like, you know, we're playing for our lives.
Competition is the best thing. You know, it puts a huge fire up our ass, you know. It's like, damn, these guys are pretty good, you know. We'll get on the horse again, man, go.
Metallica is still the kings. That's all there is to it, hands down. Much respect to all these other bands that are playing with us because they, like I said, they've earned their place.
I remember when we were opening up for Metallica back in the day, we'd always get the Metallica chants and the fingers get off stage stuff. And now it seems like everybody's right there with us.
And there's always a cool togetherness, a cool brotherhood within heavy music.
I think that's all. The Metallica fans, Korn fans, Kid Rock fans, all those people are the same fans.
So like the youngest Metallica fans coming like to a show this year may just know you since Load. I mean, is that cool? I mean, is
That's
that
great. That's great because, you know, they can come to the show and hear the songs they're familiar with, and then maybe hear a few older songs that they've never heard before and run out and download it, you know, off Napster.
You guys don't stop working. And it's always nonstop.
Whereas we're always goofing around and not working.
Are you even surprised that you guys are playing shows this year? Because I know toward the end of last year, Lars was telling me this is going to be an off year for Metallica.
I can definitely tell you that when we played the last show on this thing at the end of July, we will be taking the rest of the year off. You heard it here first.
There you go. Absolutely.
Phones are being unplugged. Okay.
Well, I never believe anything he says, and you shouldn't either.
Okay, this is the Summer Sanitarium tour where funny things actually happen. Let's see what's going down at Metallica. Right, guys? Yeah!
This is the freight train coming your way. When it comes to be the sweet light at the end of your time. This is the freight train coming your way. Gonna feel right like this, yeah. All the pieces fall together. When it comes to be the preceding light at the end of your tunnel, is this a freight train coming your way? When it comes to be the preceding light at the end of your tunnel, is this a freight train coming your way? It's coming your way. It's coming your way.
stadium, I went to the pit, I went everywhere. It's been a lot of fun. Metallica are on stage, and they're actually putting on a really great performance. They've been doing old stuff and new stuff, which is awesome. We're gonna have a whole lot with Metallica right after this.
And welcome back to All Access, the Summer Sanitarium Tour. John Norris backstage at PSI Net Stadium in Baltimore, where it's been an amazing day. We have seen great sets today from System of a Down, Powerman 5000, the amazing Kid Rock, Korn, and of course the headliners who are on stage right now. With more on that, let's go outside to Brian McFadden. Brian.
There is so much excitement. Once again, Metallica.
just about time to wrap things up here at Baltimore. The end of an amazing day, an amazing show. I know we all had some highlights. Brian, how about you?
I had so many highlights. First of all, Powerman 5000 makeover that they did on my hair. And then Jonathan Davis trying on his kilt, the kilt that he actually wore on stage, and then watching him go on stage with bagpipes that lit up the entire crowd. What about you?
Ian?
Well, probably the highlight for me was taking the POV cam, this thing right here, and going into the pit during Korn. That was amazing to show everybody what a real pit is like. And as far as performance, definitely Metallica. They just rock.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, I got to see their pre-show ritual. That was very cool. And then Kid Rock and Company, a little dressing room performance. Definitely a family there. And you know what? A lot of these bands will continue on throughout the summer. If they come your way, check them out.
You do not want to miss it, especially Korn, Kid Rock.
Absolutely. A lot of great rock coming your way in the summer of 2000. That's it from here, the Summer Sanitarium Tour. We'll see you next time.